Hello everyone, I am Brianna and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a planner update. Okay, I said a little update, but I feel like this is kind of a big update because I am officially back in my Hobonichi era and I am so excited. Here are the planners that I have been using. I want to flip you around and show you inside of them. I have a little A6, so cute. And then I have my A5 cousin, and it is the spring start. So I started the A5 in April. And if you have been here, you know that I started using it as a homeschool planner. It worked so well and I loved being in it every single day. So I decided, why not make it my planner for everything? For homeschool, for life, anything that I want to jot down, I put in here. So this is my main planner now, you guys. And like I said, I am just loving it. Loving it. I have had this A6 since January, and I wasn't going to show you inside of it because it started out as something personal where I was kind of like a journal entry. I was writing out like how I was feeling that day, or what was going on personally. So I wasn't wanting to flip through it. Well, now you guys, I am using it as my scripture writing, what I'm thankful for, and my high and low. And I feel like I could kind of, flip through it and let you guys see a little bit inside. I know that some of you were curious as to how I use this A6. So let me just flip you around and let's start with the A6 and then we'll do the A5. I have so much to talk about. I also have a little bit of news I want to share with you. So let's jump right in. All right, so the flip of my A6 is going to be really quick because I don't want to dwell on this. This is, even though I'm not writing super personal things, there are still personal things in here. So I just clipped in this Planner Perfect tip-in card. I thought it was cute, so I just put it right there. I used to have a big bow from Tailored Plan, and it was getting hard to write on. So like when I had this open, it was just too chunky. So I had to take that out. But let me get to the spot that I want to share with you guys. So I have this dashboard page. I write what the memory, like scripture writing, is about. So I get my sheets from the Prayerful Planner, and you can only get them if you subscribe to their email, and they send them to you each month. And I just go on, let me give you an example here. I go on the monthly spread and write out the scripture that I need to write each day. And so I'm referencing this each day to know what I'm going to write. Look at these stickers, you guys. How adorable. They are from the Washi Tape Shop. I have a code now, so if you're interested in the Washi Tape Shop, I will have it in my description. I am new to the Washi Tape Shop, so I am just playing around with their stickers. I mean, obviously, look at how adorable they are. I'm using the washi here for May. I wonder if I could get it out of my drawer. It is from Planner Perfect, and I thought it was cute. It has shovels and like a watering can. I don't know. It was just perfect for May, so that is what I went with. And the green theme. Can you guys tell that I like green? I love green. So if this is how it is, like the whole month long is I'm going to be writing the scripture, what I'm thankful for, the high, the low, you know, all of that. And I just love how it turned out. It just looks so good. So that's how I'm going to use it for the rest of the year. I am excited to see it and watch it fill up. I'm going to be putting the washi on the page and then decorating with a little bit of stickers, not a lot. I don't want this to bulk up too much. Oh, I forgot that I was doing that. Okay, I'm going to have to find a sticker. These are hand can plan stickers, so I'm going to have to put one for April and May. So what I was doing before I figured out how I wanted to use this, I used hand can plan stickers of like the random days for each month. But then I was like, you know what? I really want to use this for scripture writing, what I'm thankful for, and highs and lows. So that is how I'm using my cute little A6. Oh, and I just looked up, you guys. Look at this cover. Like, let me try to pull the camera up. Okay, so these two designs are actually, so they're both Hobonichi, and they are old designs. So I purchased these on the buy sell trade group, and oh, I just am in love with these covers. They are so good. Now, not every year is good, in my opinion, like the pattern, but these two specifically, I fell in love with. So now I have these, and I feel like I want to say my collection's complete, but I don't think it is. I'm probably going to want more of those type of covers. Now, this is a Hobonichi Tragan cover. I am just diving right into Hobonichi, you guys, and I love it. I also bought one of these little notebooks, and this is a week's size. And I guess what I need to do is explain everything first. I was in the Sterling Ink N1, and I had my trackers. I was, personal planning there. I was trying to make it work because I absolutely loved that size. But I don't know. I was flipping through my old Hobonichi planner when I was in it a few years ago, and I was like, man, I really, really loved this. And then I was flipping through my Hobonichi from last year when I was using it as a journal, and I'm like, oh, I just love it. So I think I kind of influenced myself to go back to the Hobonichi, and I'm glad that I did, because the one main problem that I had with the Hobonichi was when I was using thick stickers and I was getting the bump on the other side of the page. So now that I use such thin stickers, it is not an issue. And the stickers that I am using in this planner are from the Rosey Life, okay? I haven't decorated February or March, and I kind of want to back decorate with you guys because I was turned on to the Rosey Life in March, and so I got the March kit, but I haven't really used a lot of it. And so then I was like, oh, but I want the whole year, So then I went back and purchased January, even though we were completely done with January and I wasn't ever going to use it on pages because I didn't have a need for it, but I just wanted it because it was beautiful. And then I purchased February, where I used some of it, but you guys, I have some left over. So I'm going to use these to decorate this monthly spread. But the February also really matches with, sorry, it's all right here because I've been playing with it, with the May. So I'm like, let's use all the stickers, you guys, and put them on the pages. So here is my April, and here's May. I feel like I need to bring you guys down. Okay, so there's May, And then for the weekly spread, you know, I was getting used to that horizontal, you know, in the sterling ink, but I must say it is fun to have a vertical weekly spread. So this is how I have been using it. I mean, these stickers are just so gorgeous on this paper. Here's May, and this week I didn't decorate at all. I have been so busy and I'm just focusing on my daily pages, and I feel like that's okay. I will probably, knowing myself, go in and decorate after the fact, and maybe on a separate video I could, or maybe even on this video, I don't know, just decorate with you guys and chit chat for a bit. And then we get to the daily pages. Now, this is, like I said, from the Rosey Life. Gorgeous, gorgeous stickers, overlay. This is that vellum paper. So I didn't actually have this planner until the 4th. So I made a note here and I was like, okay, now time to back plan. I didn't really back plan. I just added a few things in here. But April was strictly for homeschooling. So I don't know. I was just kind of getting a feel for the planner. On Saturday, I was doing a review, and then my goals was on Sunday because I was like, well, I'm not planning, so I don't need those for homeschool. And then this is how I just kept using it. We had Easter. I just feel like it turned out so well. So then the end of April happened, and I'm like, okay, I love being in this, but I miss my trackers in my sterling ink because I was having to write things down in here, but then pull out my sterling ink N1 and then mark off, you know, the correct lesson and stuff. So then I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. I can't do that because then I also feel like I'm wasting, like, I don't know. I had all the thoughts. I was like, I don't want to double plan. I don't have time for that. So then insert in this week's size notebook. I just fit it right in the pocket here. And this has all of the trackers that was in my sterling ink. So it is so tiny, so small, and I just, you know, fit it in here. I can write notes for next year and just have it with me because I carry this thing everywhere around the house, but I didn't want to carry like a whole stack of planners. So far, you guys, this has been working so well. Okay, so the last time I left you, I was headed off to Disneyland. What an amazing trip. It was so special. All right, we are into May. And before I forget, I was accepted to the Rosey Life PR team, and I am over the moon excited. I love these stickers so much. And, you know, before applying, I knew that I wanted to actually use the stickers and get a feel for them and see how I like them. You know, I don't want to share something that, you know, like there are some people who share and they don't use the things, or maybe they don't really like them, but they're still sharing them. So I wanted to make sure that this is something that I want to use for the rest of the year. And you guys, it is. I am just in love with the Rosey Life stickers. They just are so like beautiful, and is dainty a good word? I mean, they're just gorgeous. I'm sorry some of these are used, but I wasn't planning on sharing the sticker sheets on this video. So here we have May. I I always start with our morning time, and then I write out what we did the day that we were doing homeschool. I love having like this timed area because I can put the important things there. And then I have like a to-do section. And this week I started putting our dinners down here. I was like, you know what? I'm just diving completely all in. Like I am writing, like we had a movie night. It's kind of bringing me back to like the Planner Perfect pages where you just like write out your day, and that is bringing me joy. So here was yesterday, and then today I did my review and some things that I wanted to do. And then tomorrow I get to sit down and think of goals that I want for the week. And now that I have my personal planning in here, like over here, I kind of separated the review of, in like a little section, and then had my personal planning space there. I'm going to do the same for the goals, but for the goals, I'm going to break it down to personal, homeschool life, all the goals that I have for the house. It's not going to be a ton because a week, Monday through Sunday, you can only do so much, you guys. But I am excited. So how I work this, because I know I do have some homeschool planners that follow me. And I also had one person say like, okay, I love this idea. How I do it is I wake up in the morning and I start out with writing my scripture, and I don't write what I'm thankful for or my highs and lows until later in the day. But then I sit down and I think, okay, what's going on today? How much school can I get done? I look at the tracker that I have in here, and I say, okay, realistically, what can get done today? And that's what I do on Sundays too. Like realistically, how many lessons of math can each kid do? How many lessons of language arts can each kid do? How many lessons of history am I teaching the kids? Because I don't want to go in and plan this feast for my kids, but then realize that one of the days, or even two of the days, we're not home all day. Because then it would set us back. It would feel like we failed, the whole thing. So each morning I get up and I figure out what we can do, and I write it out. And sometimes I only write out our morning time. And then after morning time, I can reassess what's going on and write out anything else that needs to happen that day. So this is a great planner for me right now. I find myself wanting to be in this planner, but having nothing to write because I've already written everything. That's how much joy it brings me. So I wanted to share this with you, let you know where I'm at planning wise. You guys, this planning journey is always moving, always changing, it seems. So I hope that this sticks for a while because, or at least until this book is done, because I just want to see it full and have these pages all filled out. I mean, I love a chunky planner, and so far it is not chunky enough. So, this right here, I don't have it clipped in because I can't clip it to anything in this cover, but this is from Taylor. Taylor sent this to me from Tailored Plan, and I just let it sit there because when it is closed, I can still see it and it looks cute. All right, I'm trying to think of anything else I need to share with you and show you, but I feel like just showing you this flip of my planner is all I really needed to do to give you an update on how I'm planning. And this right here, I just absolutely love. So I will have a code in my description for the Rosey Life. I'm just going to go like this and bring everything over here. I have a code and I will put it in the description. But just look at how beautiful. This was May's. We're still in May, so. And the cool thing is that if you miss a kit and you feel like, oh, I really like that and I can use that in a different month and be okay with it, they have them listed on their website. So that is what I did for January and for February. I believe I already showed you all of those kits. Maybe not a complete flip or a walkthrough of it, but I know when I did get them, I shared what they were. But you guys, I'm so excited to just bring more Rosey Life to you guys and share more about it. I know I haven't really shared a ton, but like I said, I wanted to be able to use the stickers first before sharing, because I don't want to be like, oh, I found something amazing, look at how beautiful, and then they actually are terrible stickers. So that's why I needed to test them out first. Let me see. I have some photos here. I've been working on my memory keeper, you guys. I am so behind on that. So I have photos and all the things everywhere. Maybe I shouldn't have just like pulled all of this to the side. So I am going to share the June kit on another video because I just want that to be separate. I am actually looking at it right now and it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do get the deluxe kit that seems to, well, it seemed to be enough for me to use, but now that I have this A5, I'm like, I don't know. I could use more stickers, as crazy as that sounds. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I'm doing right now, what I'm using, how much joy it's bringing to me. And if you have questions, let me know below. I'd be happy to answer them. And I will see you on my next video. It has been wonderful being back on here. I know that I am sporadic with videos these days, but I am trying to be better. I know that school, my CC director job, is complete and I have the summer off, so that is going to free up so much time. It's unbelievable. But until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Bye, you guys.